Welcome back to the Endless Growth Podcast, episode 11.
El number 11.
Yeah, you already know who I'm with, my boy Edgar.
Yes, we are. We're here back another week, man.
Yes,
New
sir.
stuff. And, we got the camera. Keep forgetting we have that, man.
I'm telling you, this time I was like, hey, we got to do things a little different, you know what I'm
We
saying?
gotta start using it more, yeah.
Exactly. That's crazy, bro. This is our first, I don't want to say double digit because I was 10, but, I don't know. It's number one of the, the tens or whatever, the teens. Or
Yeah.
we're not even teens yet. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
Yeah, man, double digits. But no, yeah, it's just mind blowing, honestly. Every time we do one, it's just like another.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, it was cool because like when we started this podcast, we kind of talked about it. I mean, regardless, we were kind of getting together once a week, anyways, just kind of like kick back and talk and bullshit around. But
Yeah.
like you were saying, a lot of the stuff we were talking about was kind of, in some sense, it was knowledgeable. That maybe it was worth sharing. So
Yeah.
it's just cool. Like now we're actually doing something with it, and here we are. We're now number 11.
Exactly, bro. That is hella cool, bro. It's crazy because before I came, my dad was like, "Oh, like have you do you guys see like numbers coming in? Is that what you guys are is that why you're doing it?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hell no." I was like, "If we had 0 viewers, we'd still been doing this shit." I was like, "No one even knows about this." As of yet, I think when this airs, actually, it'll be live because we said 10. So if you're hearing this, I appreciate you. But at the time of this recording, it's still low key in our end. But we're gonna be catching up. So the essentially the gap isn't as much. For example, I'm gonna be going on a trip next week, so I'm not gonna be here. So instead of having 3 in the vault, we're gonna be at 2, which means it's gonna be like 2.5 weeks ish. It's gonna be like more recent information. I feel like that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's not like a month because I feel like that's kind of maybe a little wild.
Yeah. Having like 3 or 4 is a little.
Yeah.
I think 2 is like, almost be perfect.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which will kind of be cool, I guess. Well, it depends how cool you would call this, but like we have to actually like be up editing them like pretty frequently. We can't just like, I still got a whole month, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's
for
like-
example, I know I'm about to like leave on a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast. I think we're about to upload 8. Is done essentially. So now I'm working on 9. I started working on 9 today, for example. I think I'm 16 minutes in. I think I basically have a whole hour left. So I was like, I know I'm not gonna have that much time tomorrow, so I'm like going ahead and making sure it's gonna be like ready, if that makes sense. So just planning ahead, making sure we're consistent on time because that's what we about.
Yeah. And that, speaking on that, I mean, the next one is 8. I got the video on that. So
You got the video already on that one?
yeah,
How did it turn out?
it's pretty much all finalized. I want to go through and kind of see if I can make like a kind of like a little intro.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mess around with it. Maybe even if it's just like a title,
Gotcha.
just so it's like something pops up.
Yeah.
It's not just like us talking straight into it.
Let me know, bro, because I was helping a coworker with like a logo, but it's not like I'm a graphic designer and I don't really want to go into that. So same thing how we got our little podcast thing. We went onto Fiverr, got a little freelancer, did that. I was like, I didn't even tell her, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pay for it and just do it, just because I kind of want to like learn how to communicate with these people, and do that. So it's like, yeah, I'm helping her out, but at the same time, it's like
Helping you. It's,
exactly. I'm like learning
how to work it. Yeah.
exactly, communicating, doing all that. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could find maybe something intro wise. But at the same time, it's like if we do that, it might be random. So we might have to have ideas for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Reference points, audio clips we could send out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
One thing I do like about some intros of other podcasts I've been kind of watching, I'm not sure you can kind of touch on this if you're what you think, but it's like when it's kind of just like a sporadic, like a kind of clips a bunch of like different things of like interesting things, and obviously like they have guests, so it's cool for them. But we won't have guests, but maybe like it'd just be like crazy topics that we talk about, like something funny and then something crazy, and then it'll pop up into us. But obviously we'll need
more
content.
footage and all that.
Exactly. So for now, I was just like, do I just leave it blank and just
That's true.
and wait a little bit till we get some content and then see if we can come up with something, or I don't know.
I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT that question because I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to be like, hey, we're struggling with the pod. We we're 10, 11 in. We want some intro ideas. Give me 10 ideas real quick. It's gonna give us some, and then yeah, we don't even got to think with that thing anymore, bro. Just gonna ask the AI. You heard me?
That's the new boss right there.
Yeah, basically we're a little slave, little worker for us. Free labor, bro.
Exactly.
Free labor.
It's free as of right now.
That's a fact.
Hopefully it stays free.
I think it is because a lot of people are competing just for like the market. Like the Google one, Google Bard is. I've heard today. I was like reading an article that they're. I think they lost about 7% of their market share because Bing, like what the fuck, Bing. We haven't heard of Bing in a minute.
Yeah.
They're actually using ChatGPT into their search engine.
Oh wow.
While these other Google people are, using their own thing, but it's not as accurate or as cool as Bing's. So they lost 7% of market share, which is $100 billion. So $100 billion worth of value transferred from Google over. I think Bing is owned by Microsoft, so
Holy
Microsoft
shit.
got $100 billion of value. It's not actual money, I guess you could say, but it kind of is because more investors are over there. So now whoever owns their shares and their stock, they got like a boost in value. So it's just it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. This new computer I got, Bing is their search engine.
Like by default?
Yeah, by default. And I just been
Shit.
using it. I just been too lazy to set up Google Chrome because that's usually what I usually use. But
Yeah.
I've been using it. It's cool. But now that you told me that, might be more interesting to like keep using it because it's probably the search.
Yeah, I
results.
personally haven't used it because I just go to the ChatGPT, whatever. But I'm not sure if it's you could probably figure that out later. If it's in the search bar or if you have to go to another function, I'm not sure how that works necessarily. But
Interesting.
We'll get it figured out for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to ask someone, ChatGPT or Bing just for a little what we can do for a little intro. But yeah, man, as a Sunday, is that when we're uploading? That's when you've been uploading, huh? Sundays?
Yeah, I was trying to do like Sundays in the night, but at the same time, I'm like, what the hell's the difference between midday and like the night? Like, no one's probably gonna hear it.
Maybe once they get a bigger following, they'll probably care. But as of right now, it's like,
yeah,
I'm sure there's not somebody just waiting for it to pop up.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I don't think like it'd be cool, but I don't. It's like it's a crazy expectation. I think one of our listeners is gonna listen to our podcast, all of them, 100%. Because if you think about it, no one really knows about it too much. So for them to go back and listen to potentially 12 hours of content and then we keep releasing like more content, they're probably going to get behind. For example, like my girlfriend is not even caught up because she's been doing like finals and shit. Now she's done. So she's like catching up or whatever. But I'm like, don't even worry about it. Like, It's not like I'm going to be like, oh, I'm offended.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Like me and Edgar just putting content out. We're going to keep getting better. So if anything, you could just, the most recent information, I'm pretty sure eventually the other topics we, touched on, we might bring them up later on and kind of expand more, different experiences, different inputs, and kind of give some more, I guess, light onto that,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll try to upload that thing on Sunday. We're going to be live on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So if there's people out there that we don't know and they've just been listening to us, don't know what we look like, I guess now you guys are going to know.
That's a fact, actually.
We don't know, right?
Yeah.
What if there is?
I feel like I have a really good feeling that organically YouTube will give us the most, basically just their organic following without, like trying to tell people word of mouth. Because it's literally you go to YouTube, upload a video, and usually, that recommends, different channels, videos, things like that. And then I'm not really too sure how the YouTube algorithm works right now. Probably look into that a little bit more. But I think it was if you're consistently every week uploading a video, that's when they'll essentially give you more growth. Because it's like, oh, these people are actually not just a random ass channel. Oh, let me upload one video here. Oh, we forgot about them. 4 months later, here you go. There's another one. Exactly. But if it's consistent, they're going to be like, yo.
This will be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
We are going to be uploading consistently. So
Exactly. So I'm saying I have a great feeling about, because Spotify low-key don't really, I feel like they don't be like pushing us, if that makes sense.
Well, it's really hard. I don't think I've ever been like pushed anybody else's podcast on my Spotify.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
I haven't even paid attention to it. Maybe I have.
Maybe the trending popular ones like Joe Rogan and like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like some random ass one, hell no.
No.
Hell no. So maybe the way you could find it is if you're like looking up like I don't know, growth, and then automatically put endless growth together in some weird way, and then you accidentally find it. But yeah, that's I guess I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see as we go. But yeah, I'm excited for the YouTube thing, just because, I mean, that'd be cool if it catches on, to a new whole audience.
Exactly.
Through there. So, but yeah, once we get that going, we really want to we want to keep trying this out, obviously, so we can at least start uploading. But then want to add more cameras into it, so at least we
lighting, all that. Get better.
Yeah. And then once we get to that point, then we'll do the real stuff. Start doing more of the reels.
Yeah.
So when we got a better picture of our face, because as of right now, it's just kind of unless we're looking at it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind
true.
Of just a side view.
Yeah,
But
exactly, bro. Shit, using your phone if you want to use another phone. My 2 phones over here later on. That's another thing. I'll have to just get a little tripod or something too, you know?
Yeah, I'll just get 2 tripods and
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Exactly.
Figuring it out as we go, man. So
yeah, bro.
How was your weekend, man?
It's pretty good, bro. Basically, I think the highlight was just watched like a random. Well, there wasn't a random boxing fight. I don't into boxing like that. But I was just gonna. I was like, I guess grinding that day. I didn't. My girlfriend basically went camping, so I was alone. I was like, all right, I'm gonna use this time, go ham, start hella learning, going crazy. Finish the pod, like a lot of the pod, editing it. I'm already running through like the AI cleanup, all that stuff. That's kind of what I did that day. And yeah, I just been going crazy. But yeah, I just kind of watched that little boxing fight. That was cool. Sunday, I don't even remember, to be honest, what I did Sunday. Probably the same thing, just grind. But yeah, bro, just usual. What about you?
Yeah, kind of the same. I had a wedding on Saturday.
Okay.
Go to, and then it was, but basically we left there when the fight was starting.
Okay.
So I didn't really get to watch it. I was just kind of watching glimpses of it here and there. People posting on it on social media, but that was it. And then Sunday just got to chill, man. Just went out, shot for a little. Went out to Salt Lake, just something to do. Haven't gone out in there in a while.
It's for real?
Weird. Yeah.
What you go do? Because Sunday's low key. Like, you can't go to Cedar Creek. That shit closed.
Yeah, we just went to, what is it called? The one in Murray.
Oh, damn. Fashion place?
Fashion place, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one.
Yeah. I remember you and me used to go out there, like every weekend.
For a minute.
Yeah.
For a minute.
When we first started getting that dough, we could go blow that thing in a weekend.
Yeah, so we were learning like what money was, what can buy us, and all that. So
it's crazy to us, man. We were our whole childhood, like our parents never like handed money to us really, unless it was like a birthday or something, then we'd get some money. But other than that, like once we started actually getting like real money, it was just like holy shit.
Yeah, I remember my dad specifically telling me, he's like, I guess he would tell me in Spanish or whatever, but he's like, hey, like, just wait till you start earning your money, that you're not gonna be spending it. I was like, I don't know about that.
We'll see about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, te va a pesar cuando estás gastando el dinero. Like, for the people that speak Spanish, he's basically saying, it's like, yeah, you're going to know the true value that you worked your ass off for this and all that stuff. And maybe it is a fact when I was maybe working something manual labor, but now it's that you kind of invest in a skill and you get better at it. And now you're kind of more valuable in the marketplace. They'll be willing to pay you more. Mm-hmm. So it's like we're past where I guess he kind of is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not like in a negative way. It's just we build up a skill. When you kind of work at a factory, you're not really building up a specific skill, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, you're really not.
Yeah, but yeah, bro. But besides that, life's been good, to be honest. I've been feeling great. Honestly, I feel like
we've been getting some better weather too. I think that kind of has a little play to us because we're not so gloomy now. We're kind of wants us to go out there and do something with our lives.
Yeah, exactly. I actually been going on like 2 hikes too. I've been craving it, bro. It's to be honest with you, it's not really that good right now. It's hella icy, hella snow. On Sunday, I actually forgot I did go on a hike just because I needed to get out. I basically tried to run up Waterfall Canyon as fast as I could. So I didn't like take any breaks. I didn't like run.
Was it like slush or was it like straight ice?
It was pretty dry until like 65%, and then the rest there'll be patches. But then when you got up there, it would be more like slushy and all that. But it was dope.
At least it wasn't ice. I feel like ice would probably be pretty bad. You probably wouldn't even gotten up there if it was ice.
Well, on Thursday I did an ice one.
Oh really?
Yeah, bro. You know how I told you my wrist was messed up? Well, both of our wrists was messed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we basically going up. It wasn't that bad. You kind of walk like sideways. You're going up.
Yeah.
But on the way down, that's when there was like this little kind of slope, and it was kind of covered with like little, like powder snow. So you can't tell it's ice.
Oh shit.
Bro, tell me what I like slipped and started going down, bro. Like down that shit, bro. And me, like adrenaline hit. I'm over here. Oh shit. I'm over here trying to grab onto like branches.
Just clawing onto shit.
Exactly. So that's when I use my messed up wrist and I'm like, grab it. But then my whole weight's still going. So it like yanked this like bad basically. And I was like, damn. It wasn't that bad where it hurt, but I was just like, I know like it's going to mess up my recovery time.
Yeah, because you've been putting off the gym for a minute at least working out with your that hand, you know.
Exactly. I did go back to the gym, so mentally I feel great again. Hikes, I feel like are way better mentally for me now, just because it's nature. I connect. I'll be doing weird shit like grabbing fucking trees and shit. Like,
yeah, connecting with the earth.
exactly. I don't know, but I feel like that shit just works for me. It's something I enjoy. Especially Sunday, I was like running down, seeing like the sunset, just crazy, bro. I was just like enjoy it because in 10 minutes you're gonna be at the house, like in some dark ass hole. Just take it in, you know. It's cool, bro.
And your age too, bro. Think about it. Once you're 65, you can't run down that mountain anymore.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be consistent with it. Hopefully, obviously, shit can change,
Yeah.
but hopefully, I'm one of those dudes still doing shit. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I need to.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, exactly. But besides that, bro, you know, we've been doing pretty good.
That's good, man. I'm happy for you.
I appreciate you, bro. But how's business, bro?
It's doing good, man. We're getting closer to that end of the month point where I think we're going to be moving into that new place next door. So, well, not even moving in. We have to do a bunch before we do that.
A little work.
But, yeah, I'm excited for that. It's just a whole nother journey. I mean, essentially, it's like a whole nother little business in a way.
Okay.
Because then I got to call the gas companies, water companies, and all that. And
have they given you like an actual date, or is it just kind of up in there? Because I know they told you they're in May, but after I think they're leaving in April or something, right?
I've seen them moving stuff out, so I'm hoping that maybe they do stick with what they were saying. Like by the end of April, they plan on just being out of here.
Yeah, because the end of the April is like what, Sunday or Monday or something like that.
Next week will be already in May. So
damn.
So yeah, hopefully that's the case, because that way we can get landlord can get his guys in there to start doing up some drywall work and stuff, and before I paint and stuff. So
yeah, let me know, bro, because you know what I'm saying. I got you. I need help out.
For sure. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. But yeah, I'm excited for that, man. But business has been good. Just been going through it with basically. I feel like this is like the first week I kind of had a break, because the last few weeks it's been like back to back with like, I don't know, just big jobs, I guess. Just like rap jobs, and there's always been like something else in between that's another big job. So finally this week, kind of got a little break. Kind of planned on it because my girlfriend's graduating from nursing school on Friday.
Shout out
to her. Congrats.
Yep.
And then Saturday we're having a little party for her. Her family's hosting a little party, so
that's dope.
Which you're more than welcome to come.
I appreciate you. When's the times, by the way?
Bring your lady. Bring your sister. But
might have to bring my sister right now.
Yeah. The times for the
little party or whatever, or is there graduation we have to go to, or what's the plan?
Yeah, the graduation's on Friday. If you want to go to that,
that's like early hell.
Yeah,
no?
10:30.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to go to that though. Most people work. But Saturday, I think it starts at. Shoot, man, I don't have to give you the times. I don't even know.
Yeah, just shoot me a message.
Might be like 4:30 around there.
Bet.
But yeah, they're gonna have like a taco truck and open bar and stuff. So
holy shit,
it'll be pretty lit. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I kind of planned for those dates ahead of time, so I've kind of like taken this whole week kind of easy, but it just worked out. So it's kind of nice. I needed a little break.
Yeah. We all do need a little break. You know, it's hustle, but you know, sometimes you gotta, like I said, I think we were talking about if you're injured and going to the gym, you gotta listen to your body. You know, same thing with your mind. You don't want to basically burn out, because that's sometimes people go really ham. They get frustrated, and that's how they give up. Unfortunately, they're just like, you know, fuck this. It wasn't worth it. But it's like, bro.
Yeah, you have to balance it out. You have to find good balance to everything. You know.
Exactly.
No, you definitely have to just be. You know, when it comes down to it, be disciplined to what you got to be doing. You know.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. So. There's no other way. I keep seeing your wheels over here on like the side of my eye. When are you gonna install those, bro? It's gonna be 80 degrees next week,
bro. Well, today, bro, I cleaned my shop out today, so I'm gonna bring my car. Hopefully this weekend I'll have some free time.
Yeah.
So I put the lowering springs on it, and then get the wheels on there, and then
holy shit,
take it down to BMW so they could align it. I think I still got a few more free oil changes, so I'll probably have them do the free oil change while it's there. It's still in their warranty, so
yeah, might as well.
I'll go have them do that. But yeah, after that, it's pretty much ready to go. Unfortunately, one of the wheels is scratched from the tire shop, so I still have to order that wheel. But regardless, I'm just gonna drive on it until that new wheel comes in. Which I think once it get put on the car, I have to go back to the tire shop to have them program the sensors to the car.
Oh, okay.
Because that was still I paid for that stuff, so I just haven't had time to mount them. But once I do that, I think I'll kind of motivate me to order the other wheel that's busted that they said they would replace.
So are they gonna take the other wheel and give you another wheel, or how's that exchange gonna work?
Basically, he just told me like, get us the other wheel and just give me the invoice. So me, I'll order the other one for my guys. send them the invoice or give them the invoice, and then they'll just take care of it. I'm not sure if they're gonna give me the other wheel back or they're gonna keep it. I mean, technically they're paying for it.
Yeah.
They'll probably keep it, but I don't know what they're gonna do with it. If they're not, I'm gonna ask for it back because it'd be cool just to have it as a display.
For sure.
Yeah, because I already got some displays coming for the Vossen wheels.
Oh, dope.
Pretty much what they do is they give you a free wheel with every order you make, so for the display. So
Wait. They give you a free wheel.
Basically when you make an order, you place an order of the wheel of a wheel, and
like a set, like 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And they give you pretty much one free wheel, one for display.
For the shop.
Yep, for display. Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's how these. Yeah, and I think the way it is, I think you kind of play catch up. So I bought one set already, obviously.
Yeah.
And then if I would have paid $250, I think you paid $250 at that time. The next one they give it to you for free. So then you kind of just play back and forth like that. You keep going. So, but yeah, once I get the whole other shop going, we'll kind of have like more of a display, like a waiting area for customers. So
that's badass.
Which is something I've never had with this shop, which kind of sucked because for the longest time when I looked for a shop, I really want a storefront. I want to have a local waiting area, somewhere I can display some of the like colors and stuff like that for my wraps. And now that we do wheels, I mean, display wheels, but hopefully in this other shop, I'll have an area where it's designated for that and the customer. So,
gotcha.
It'd be cool.
Would it be kind of like a little Jiffy Lube type of waiting room?
Yeah.
Like not as ghetto, obviously, but like that, like space wise.
Yeah, dude, there's so many ideas. I've seen so many shops. Some have like they kind of have the same setup as me, but they have like a waiting area that's kind of like more open concept. So like, it's kind of hard to imagine, but they kind of have like the shop is just open basically. It's a big, huge warehouse in a way, and they'll have like a pool table and a couch just kind of there in the middle.
Damn, that'd be dope.
It takes up a lot of space and it probably has a lot of dust and stuff on it that gets on it. That's the only downfall from that, but it is kind of cool because then the customer gets to see what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
As far as like his car or other customers' cars are in their parked, so we'll see. I'm not sure yet.
You should get a foosball table because it's not as expensive as a pool table.
It doesn't take that much space.
Exactly.
I like that.
A little foosball table is
yeah,
fire.
We'll do something. But yeah, I'm excited for that because it's literally, the ideas are endless. So like.
Literally endless.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Nah, it's dope, bro. Okay, bro. No, I'm good things coming, bro. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, same. But yeah, summer. Hopefully we get the car looking right with the new wheels and lowered. And then, yeah, pretty much the truck will stay the same. I still got to decide what color I want to wrap that thing. I want to wrap it, but I can't decide. I bought that limited edition color from Tech.
Yeah, I remember.
I still got that box, but I'm like, I just don't know if that color is going to go with the truck. So
because that color was like hella expensive, huh?
It was, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ. It was, I guess, a collab limited edition. Can you still buy it on the website, or is it?
I don't even know, honestly. I didn't even check.
Oh,
I did check like a month after, and it still was available.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, it didn't go as planned. I thought, honestly, it was going to sell out like immediately. Because like the first one that came out.
Oh, yeah.
The year prior.
Racing Unicorn. It was a different one, huh?
Yep. That thing sold out within like that same day, I think, or 2 days. So I thought it was going to be the same. So they probably knew. So they probably made more this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy you say that because I was having a conversation with Isabella yesterday, and she was telling me, like, explain to me why all these brands are so hype. You know what I'm saying? Like Supreme, or even like, even that, not even hype. Well, I guess like Louis Vuitton is pretty hyped, but that shit's like luxury high end. But I was essentially, well, I guess we could break down the Louis Vuitton one. And this kind of turned me off to this brand, but low-key I still want, like, I don't know. Just like everyone else, I want it to be honest with you. It's awesome. It's nostalgia. It's an older brand. Great leathers. But essentially, have you ever seen Louis Vuitton on clearance or sale?
No.
Shit's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I found out, what I was reading, is in order to keep the demand crazy and people, you know, basically wanted to, basically what I'm trying to say is for them to be like over the top for it, they want it, all that. They basically make sure that the supply isn't as much as the demand. And that's more for like hype brands, especially like Supreme, things like that. They want to always make sure that supply is essentially lower than demand. So that way people have like that fear of missing out factor. So they're playing essentially with your psychology, bro. So that's one thing. Always trying to just play on different psychology things. So Louis Vuitton, what they do is, like, don't think they're selling out all the shit. Yeah. And you never see it on clearance. So that means they have stock.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was reading is all the Louis Vuitton that doesn't sell, or let's say they make a product like some dumb shit, like I don't know, a pen holder, Louis Vuitton. Like who the fuck's gonna buy that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that shit like that. At the end of the year, you know what they do with all the inventory?
Don't tell me they have like a little yard sale.
They burn that shit.
Nah, what
They
the?
burn everything, bro.
Are you serious?
I swear to you. So all this shit we're going crazy about, they end up burning it themselves.
If you don't buy it.
Exactly.
Damn.
So it's like, hey, because if you think about it, if they go on clearance, people are
Just to keep their name up there like that.
exactly. So it's crazy, bro, with like how far people would go
That's
in
wild.
order to like just manipulate, and it's just crazy. Like it happens with a bunch of shit. And another thing, what happened when COVID was here, is obviously you even remember you wanted to go into a store. Oh, only 10 people at the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people had to wait out like in the line essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And now they found another psychology factor with that. So now if you go to Louis Vuitton or any other designer store, they still have those lines, bro, and it's only limited to some people. They kept it. The reason they kept it is because they found if you're in line waiting 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, the person going in already feels like they invested some time. So if they leave the store without anything, they're gonna feel like they missed out.
Yeah.
So they're playing with our psychology is what I'm trying to tell you. So
Damn.
I've been just kind of being more self-aware of all that stuff. And it's like, holy shit. Because if you think about it, bro, even like with expensive jeans and shit like that, like they're essentially just kind of jacking you. Because this dude, I really I mess with him. I like his brands and all that stuff. But recently he's been kind of on some like different wave. He has a weird name though. His name's Ass Pizza.
Ass Pizza.
It's weird. But he basically has like Carl Jr. stars, but it looks fire. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like shit like that. But he was basically saying, "There's like, yo, I've been selling clothes 5, 6, 7 years. You guys been buying it, like all that." He's like, "You know where I get all my jeans from?" He's like, "I get them shits from Walmart."
No.
And I was like, "What?" So he basically buys jeans from Walmart.
Yeah.
He removes the buttons though, like the metal buttons, puts his own cool buttons on there, all that, and then he like screen prints like those freaking Carl Jr. looking stars on his pants. And like, you know, designs them and all that stuff. But it's not like he made the jeans or had them tailored or no crazy shit. And he was like, yo, all these fucking brands are stealing your money. Like, I'm going to make y'all aware of this shit. And I don't know. I just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. So.
Damn. So they're probably doing the same shit too, you know? They're probably just buying like some crazy, like cheap shit. And then they just put their fucking logo on it and stuff and put it out there.
Exactly, bro. Or even like I remember I was having a conversation with the boy Austin. There's a really hype brand right now called Chrome Hearts. It's like everyone's going crazy with it. It looks pretty cool. It's like an LA brand, all that dope. But like hoodie, $600-$700, bro.
God,
but he was telling me like, yo, bro, even like the shirts, bro, ass quality, bro, like dog shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like thin as hell. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But basically, we kind of broke it down. The what makes it expensive is exclusivity of it, the hype, and it's essentially the brand. So you're not paying for the clothing, bro. You're paying for a brand. And then when you start paying for a brand, like it's, I guess if you have the money and all that, it's cool or whatever, you know, because you know you have that exclusivity, I guess, or maybe you just like the brand. I don't know. But it's like, what the hell, bro? Just you're literally just paying for brands most of the time.
That's really how it is, yeah. I mean, that's kind of goes back to that wrap I just bought. I mean, I thought it was gonna be something like hype, you know. Bought it out just to see if I could possibly even resell it later or upsell it to a customer, but didn't really go as planned. But
yeah.
But also touching another subject that you just spoke on, like the
know.
whole line to get into places.
Yeah.
You remember that? Where's that store? I don't know what the name is, but they sell all this hype stuff there at the fashion place. It has like Off-White. They've kept their door closed since like the whole COVID shit. Like even they have a little paper on the outside that says we're open. Please like make a line or like
what the hell?
Yeah, inquire. Basically, yeah, you can't just walk in now. But yeah, when you spoke of that, it reminded me of that. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, you're not talking about the resale store. You're talking about, I think it starts with a B or something, right?
Yeah, that one.
Bastille or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like
that store is badass.
Right out of Nordstrom's. Right
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that store, but I don't think I've ever bought anything from there because I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I can find some shit on sale.
Yeah, I was gonna go in there to like see if I could find some shoes or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was closed, and I was like, I didn't even bother. And then by the time I got back, I convinced myself to I'll make a line or something to go in there.
Yeah.
And it was closed already, so I was like, all right, it wasn't meant to be.
I think I know what you're talking about. When I went, like I had to like knock or some weird shit. But yeah, it's like, why the fuck do you guys have this, clothes? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if that's even honestly helping them, because that store isn't necessarily a name brand store. I know they have their shit outside, but let's say you're a random ass Utah old person that don't know. It's like,
why are they closed?
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it works out. I would assume so. You have to be smart with business. So.
Yeah. Who was that designer from Louis Vuitton that passed away recently?
Oh, Virgil.
Virgil. Yeah. He had a collab with Mercedes. Did you see that?
He had so collabs with a bunch of people, but yeah, the Maybach.
The Maybach, yeah.
Yeah, she's badass.
This thing's starting to air out now. I mean, I think it's been a couple weeks out since it's been out, but that was pretty cool how he just did that. I mean, yeah, like you said, he had collabs with everyone, but that's kind of cool how he has like a piece like in so many things.
Oh, dude, he changed basically the world, how we do things, I guess, in that regard, in the fashion industry, because he started with, basically back in the day, like 2016, working for like Kanye, doing like little cover things like that. His thing was, he was like in architecture, so he's basically blending all his experiences, his life, and all that into things. And then he started a brand called Pyrex, which was pretty dope, I ain't gonna lie. But then Pyrex, the ones that make the little fucking measuring cups and shit, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that Pyrex.
Pyrex?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they like send him like a cease and desist. Said, yo, you're infringing on our name.
Oh.
Type of shit. I'm like, all right. So what he did, he ended up transforming Pyrex into Off-White.
Okay.
So Pyrex was actually, well, I guess Off-White was actually Pyrex at one time. Yeah. So he did that, started doing clothes with Nike, became a men's fashion designer, did collabs with essentially everyone, had IKEA rugs, bro. Like, everyone was going IKEA for fucking rugs because of him, type shit.
That's funny.
It's insane. So,
isn't that crazy when some famous person does something or buys something, everybody else has to do it? It's just like a whole, follow the leader.
It's weird, bro. It's like the affiliate. If you look up to someone and shit, like your brand means so much sometimes. That's why, like, we got to be even careful too. Like, if someone approaches us and says, yo, let's say, I don't know, something we are not too fond of. I don't know, cigarette companies say, hey, bro, we'll give you $50K if you like start sponsoring our cigarettes on the podcast. We don't even smoke, and we're telling all these kids, yo, go smoke. So we're low-key kind of selling our soul, and we're also diminishing our value to our clients, or not our clients, but our viewers, essentially. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you guys are sellouts, shit like that. So sometimes it's not good to essentially just take money from anyone. Like, obviously, if it aligns with our values and our things, hell yeah. For example, if, I don't know, Buzzsprout reached out. Yeah. We already used them. We already liked their services. We have no complaints.
Yeah, might as well.
Be like, yo, if you guys want, I'm not saying go and buy it if you're not interested. But if you were thinking of potentially using a podcast or starting a podcast,
they're great.
Here's a exclusive coupon code. Use it. But just basically what I'm trying to say is just make sure who you affiliate yourself with, because it takes about 10, 15 years to build up a reputation, but it takes 5 minutes to destroy it.
That's crazy. That's true, though.
So it's like, don't sell out for money.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Just keep working on yourself and your brand. Don't be a sellout. A lot of people just want that short, the low-hanging fruit, bro. Yeah. Low-hanging ass fruit. The fruit that's worth it is up there, what I'm saying?
That's a juicy one up there.
That's juicy, fruity ass fruit up there,
Yeah, easy money goes fast. I always like to say that, because it's true, man. Like, the fast money, usually it comes fast, but it's going to go fast. Or it's going to come with more shit with it,
Yeah.
But nothing like working your ass off and seeing your shit, like, actually build up to it and, and then gain from it,
No, it's a fact, bro. That reminds me of a YouTuber. His name's Danny Duncan. But essentially, I remember like 6, 7, 8 years back, I don't know wherever you started, a lot of people are doing like fake ass pranks back in the day on YouTube. It's like the whole doing pranks, all that, because YouTube's been going through phases like throughout the years.
I feel like YouTube started off pranks.
Yeah, bro.
I remember the first time you like showed me a YouTube video. I think you had a cousin or something like that posted a video, and it was like getting a lot of views, or we thought it was crazy, right? Because to you it was crazy because like I have a cousin who posted on YouTube, and it's like something crazy, right? But it was like something dumb, wasn't it? Like a ball hit him in the head, or I don't know.
Shit, yeah.
But it was like a prank. But even we always used it as pranks. But sorry, keep going. You're going.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so basically Danny Duncan, he would like call out these fake pranksters, like, yo, what the hell y'all doing? Blah blah blah. Y'all doing some fake ass shit. But now looking back, he kind of had a big ass point. all those fake people, they were kind of there just short term, trying to maybe get on the views, get like ad money, while he was like actually putting out great content, like cool, fun stuff. And now after all these years, he's still here, and he doesn't really get paid on YouTube because they desensitize him or whatever this called, demonetize him. My bad. And now he basically just makes money on his apparel. He makes like $10 million type shit, like on just clothes, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's like if you don't still out, stay true to yourself, the craft, you could take that shit way farther than anything, bro. Just
stick to it.
Don't just basically I'm just say be patient and just make sure you're doing something that it's actually worth it. Like,
Yeah. Don't be greedy too, though, because some people are like, oh, like, no, it's worth way more than that, and then they keep prolonging, before they know it, like they lost their chance.
Yeah.
But you got to find the medium too, But
yeah, Gary Vee says that too. He said I think he has a book. It's called like Jab 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 and then Cook or something like that. Basically, it's an analogy to say, give value, give value, give value. After you give hell value, then you could like ask for something in return. But then I follow someone else named Alex Ramosi who was basically saying, yeah, like you could do that method, or you could continue giving. And at one point, people are going to be like, damn, these guys are so like cool and authentic and all that stuff. Like, you know what? I want to work with them. And then they want to give you instead of you even asking, if that makes sense.
That's a fact, because that's his way of being. Like, he's just been putting out content to help anyone. He doesn't really care about it. I mean, he's getting money from it a little bit from YouTube, but at the same time, it's like the amount of stuff that he's putting out is so more valuable, much more valuable than what he's probably getting back in return.
Oh, for sure. He doesn't even have to do that. Like the Alex Ramosi guy I'm talking about, millionaire, has all that stuff. But it's like at this point, he's just like, I'm just gonna do things for, I don't know, whatever his life purpose is, giving value back to people that maybe don't have the the knowledge or the information and all that. So
that's what's up.
Some 2 cents. And it's actually crazy you just said that right now, that you were like, oh, back then we were like, we have a cousin that's like on YouTube. Because now it's like, that's us with a podcast, bro.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, holy shit.
It's wild.
Yeah, bro.
Well, yeah, we'll see where it goes, man. I'm excited. I'm more excited just to look back on this like in the future. I think I'm probably gonna keep saying that like every podcast.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this, but
surreal. That's why
it's just gonna be cool like to look back and have something, because like I kind of wish we did take like a lot of videos and pictures when we were younger, like in our high school, teenage years around that. But I feel like it's not really. We have it, but we probably have to dig for it. But I think this would just be cool, and I kind of wish we can go back sometimes and just like witness and see that stuff. But it's cool now because it's on YouTube. It's literally on podcasts. And
it's live, yeah. It's actual conversation. Because if you look back, we don't really have anything, well, at least something long form that's gonna be like, damn, how did I used to think back then? Whereas in 10 years, we could look back and be like, holy shit, we thought that, and a lot of things we'll probably think we're gonna change.
Oh, for sure.
Or maybe we were wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's we but so far it's been working out. Life's good. I'm not saying I'm like rich and no shit, but I
can't complain, right?
I'm chilling. I enjoy what I do.
Same.
I'm working, but it's like I'm doing things I like actually doing now.
Yeah. No, life's good for sure.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Oh shoot, man. What's the next move for a trip for us? What are you thinking?
Well, I guess let me ask you a question before I answer that question. When do you think would be the time frame?
I'd say August.
August?
Yeah.
Well, the 2 contenders we've been thinking about, I believe we said Chicago. Illinois is kind of out of the picture because we want to go for Mardi Gras, so that could be in February next year if we're all cool and down for that. So, what else did we say? Did we just say Chicago?
Chicago and what was
we would have said something else. I don't even remember.
Something else.
I don't know. Chicago seems dope though. I don't know what else.
Chicago?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we could do that. And then something we could even do, I don't know, if we do end up going to Chicago, we could always make the trip around an event. So that way we have something to also do when we're out there. Because we have gone on previous trips, but there's never like a special event that we're like, oh, let's just go. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be a concert or a festival or an art show or a conference, it could, you know what I'm saying?
Just something, yeah.
Exactly. We'd be like, oh, we're there anyway.
Yeah. So I was going back to thinking about how we were talking about the last podcast about like doing like possibly like every 25 doing it somewhere cool. That I was like, should we just like kind of count ahead, which we really can't because we don't know if you're gonna take a trip. I'm gonna take a trip. We're gonna be a week off. We're gonna be on schedule. But if we should like plan it out, 25, like whatever 25 is going to be at that date, or if we should just make it like a certain.
Yeah, it depends. For 25th, I guess that's still in. Well, I guess we're about to be 11, and we're about to be in number 8. So 11 would be like 17. So it's like 17 weeks from now, which would be 4 months. 4 months in a week. And we're about to be in May, so that's 5th. So it'll be like 9. Would be like September-ish, bro. Well, that's still a shit ton of time, low key.
Yeah.
So yeah, by September, September. I think there's it's not Memorial Day. It's Labor Day, I believe. Mm-hmm. Maybe even for like Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
It'd be a little something around there, that time frame.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago's. That's when they're the ones that do the whole. Thing for the Leprechaun Day. What the fuck you call it? St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
They dye that whole river.
What?
Green? No, I think that's what it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of that. If they do, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Green, bro.
I think they dye that whole river. I don't even know what river it is, honestly.
No,
it's the river that runs right through it.
Exactly. Yes. There's a river that runs through Chicago. That's insane to me. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's green? What it is. Yeah. They dye it green.
Holy shit.
And they have a time when they dump all those like little duckies in it too, for some other event. So.
Damn, I did not know that.
They got some crazy shit down there, but yeah, we'll have to start making those plans and get that going. So
exactly. Yeah. No, that's some trips coming up, dude. I'm excited too. I'm gonna be going. I don't even know where to say I'm going because I'm gonna be flying to Miami. I'm only gonna be there. I think we get there like at midnight, and then obviously we're gonna go to the hotel. But I'll go to sleep potentially. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's Miami, so it's probably always open. Because Miami's, I'm pretty sure I haven't been there.
That place don't sleep.
It's the most poppin' city in the United States right now, for sure. I'm pretty sure, like facts. Like, I'm for sure. I'll confirm it, but I'm pretty sure, bro. Everyone from LA and all that cool, they're going there. There's like no income tax there. Mm-hmm. Every business is going there. The governor, DeSantis, is basically revolutionized like the city, brought it back. Like, I heard it's just lit. So we're gonna be there. Get there around midnight. And then we have to go to the docking, essentially, basically port. Mm-hmm. That's really close, actually, to where we're kind of staying. Well, I guess the airport and everything's there. And yeah, essentially, and I think it leaves at 3 p.m. though, like the cruise ship or whatever.
So you have pretty much all morning to.
Yeah, essentially.
Get up there and make your way over there.
Yeah, so we're gonna go do that and then be on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. My friend Justin was like, "Hey, you're not gonna be like who he said." He was like, damn, but I don't know. Like, I'm kind of scared of the ocean. Then I was just kind of thinking, I was like, shit, you kind of right, bro. You're going to be on a whole ass boat.
The ocean's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only seen it from a shoreline, but
That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, I've flown over it, but you really don't realize it. You just feel almost like it's fake when you're flying over the ocean. It's like I'm just like a little bird. But now being in it's be crazy.
Yeah, and I got a little I don't know what you would call it. It's not really a room or whatever, but I guess the room in the cruise.
Yeah.
It has like a little. It's kind of dumb, but it's a window, but it's literally just like a little small ass circle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just wanted a little circle. Yeah. But my thing is I'm kind of scared, or not scared, but worried that I'm gonna get seasick, bro.
I don't think that's a thing. Maybe it is. I've
heard that really it is,
hard.
Bro.
I mean, I feel like if you're doing the whole. What do you
VR?
The VR shit.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, maybe that helped.
Yeah, if you're not getting sick from that anymore, then you're probably all right. But
I haven't touched the VR in like 3 weeks.
For real? You have to get on that shit tonight. No, it's I feel like because it's so big, I feel like you're not gonna realize it.
I'll tell you, bro. Oh no, bro. I was worried too because like shit, I don't know where my passport's at. I asked my mom like 2 days ago and she had it, so I was like, thank God.
Not expired?
Nah, because I renewed it to go to Mexico like 5 years ago. And when you're a kid, it only lasts 5 years. But this time I got it was like 10 years. So gotcha. I was pretty lit. So got that. Excited to go. I'm going to go get some little clothes online. You know me.
Got to be fresh out there.
Yeah. Also, I always try to get some shit on clearance though too. Though I ain't gonna lie. The
Hell
fuck.
yeah, of course.
That's kind of been my thing. I love dressing nice and shit, but I'm gonna be trying to, just buy a little like simple shit. Cause I was even talking to like the IT dude I work, and he, we'd be chopping it up and just kind of talking or whatever. And then I was just kind of telling him. I think he was telling me, he's like, "Yo, should I?" He's like, basically said he wanted like a Model 3.
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay, bro, do your thing." And he's like, "But I don't know if I should get it." And I just straight up told him, I was like, "Bro, this is what I would do." I said, I'm gonna ask you something. And I wasn't gonna say yes or no, get it. Basically, I was gonna say, what I said was, if you're gonna get the car, like, would you get the car knowing that, like, if knowing no one would ever see you in it, like, no one would be like, you know what I'm saying, like, you would be essentially showing it off. Would you get it? And if the answer is yes, I say get the car. Yeah. But if your answer is gonna be no, I say hell no. Don't be buying shit to impress other people. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, holy shit, And then this was funny, bro. And he was like, yeah, you should write a book, bro. Like, tell no one. And I was just like, don't tell no one, bro. But I got a podcast. And he's like, what the fuck, Yeah. And I was like, hey, you can follow it if you want,
Oh shit.
Yeah. He's like a youngin, bro. He's pretty cool though, because he's like 20, bro, and already like an IT. Like, I was like, shit, bro. He's asking me if he should do like real estate and shit too. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, if you're hearing that, bro, do your thing, bro. I told him, I was like, 20s is. Don't worry about what people are talking about. Just learn and take risks, bro.
I wish we would have fucking known that a little earlier. Because, I mean, I feel like everybody kind of needs that. I never got told that. But either way, like, I feel like I really wasn't. I mean, for a little bit, it kind of was like that out of high school, like, I got to get some cool, like, got to show off, But at the same time, like, when I tell people now, I feel like they kind of just think I'm stupid, or I'm telling them, like, to not, just so, because I don't want to see them, like, succeed. And I'm like, no, I really wish, like, somebody would just told me this shit. Because I'm like, essentially, we've kind of seen the future for the younger people. But it is, it's kind of cool that we're, at least now, we're giving back. Because back then, like, we had no one to really guide us or kind of tell us. I mean, our parents were kind of older, and they were kind of both kind of figuring it out.
They have their own different values.
They were kind of figuring it out as they were going,
I think most people, even if they're older, are still trying to figure it out. Like, if someone says that they have everything like figured out, I don't think that's true. Because there's always more shit to figure out, bro. There's always other rocks to lift and see. You know what I'm saying? Look under and shit. Like, there's always some shit you could,
Yeah, it's not just written out and ready to go.
So. Exactly. Because of me, for example, people probably think I have all my shit together, blah blah, all that. But let's say I have a kid. I don't have no fucking idea how to even raise a kid. So that's another whole big ass rock that's obviously going to be important. You have a kid. I have no parenting experience, advice, anything like that. So. I would hopefully go and ask, potentially, like hopefully my dad, and be like, yo, where do you think you potentially messed up with me, and and all that, because I guess you're kind of the youngest one, so I don't know, but for me, I was the oldest one, and now seeing how they treat, like, for example, the youngest, like my sister Julie, compared to me,
we learn from you.
It's exactly. So it's like, I see that shit, and I'm like, well, yeah, obviously, the more you have kids and raise more experience, you're going to see where you've messed up. It's like, oh, shit. So, I guess,
But even then, I feel like your dad probably didn't have, like, any nieces and nephews growing up, probably, that they were close by. Because I feel like even you don't have any right now, right? And I feel like me growing up, I had nieces and nephews, so I kind of, like, have a good idea with, like, raising kids, and because I kind of babysat my nephew for a minute.
Oh, that's true.
And my niece and my youngest nephew, I didn't really babysit him because I was pretty much way older by then. But I have somewhat of an idea. But it's also like, I guess I have a little more of an advantage, I guess you would say, of how I want to raise.
I'm gonna come talk to you.
The first kid, that way I'm not just figuring out with him. So, but no, I feel like it does make a role, like play a role in that, because I feel like definitely I probably got the easiest way through it out of my brothers. Probably the oldest brother and my middle brother, they probably got through, I don't know, they probably went through a lot more than I did.
Yeah, no, I get you.
For my parents and stuff, so.
Yeah, it's just life though. Like, it's not like I chose to be the first or you chose to be the last. It's just we
just get placed here.
Exactly. I was having that conversation with my girl yesterday. I was like, yo, Like I didn't choose this life. It's just it
Chose me.
wasn't. Yeah, essentially, bro. Like yeah, I became self aware because that's why I tell everyone try to seek self awareness before like a lot of things because it will save you a lot of time. It will show you what you actually want to do instead of having all this random ass information and wanting what other people want. If you become self aware in yourself, you'll be way more clear on what you want.
That's really what matters too.
Exactly what do you like doing? What do you enjoy doing? What would you do for free? Learn how to figure out how to make some revenue from that if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to work a job and that's cool, like then learn how to just get your job, something that you're not miserable at either though, and then learn how you do that one thing you like doing more, whether that be playing golf, bro.
Yeah,
You want to go playing golf, go play golf, bro. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, there's that, I guess. But I guess to go back on the trip, my bad. Gonna go on the cruise, my bad. We're gonna go to the Bahamas, but I know it sounds cool, but it's not like I'm gonna stay there for like a night. They're literally gonna be like, oh,
Go explore.
you have 4 or 5 hours. Go and put on your Snapchat. You're at the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be doing some Christopher Columbus shit, bro. You're gonna be pulling up and get the fuck off, go explore, and come back on the boat. Dead ass.
Yo, exactly. Get
Well,
fucking souvenirs and shit. Like, oh,
yeah.
look, I was at the Bahamas for 5 hours and shit. So I don't know, but
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
That we're still doing that shit to this day. Like just exploring, not exploring obviously, but we're still like on a boat, get to an island, like dock, everybody gets out.
Yeah,
It's like essentially
bro.
like back. That's I don't know. It just shit blows my mind.
Yeah, I kind of want to research it, but at the same time, I don't. I just want to like get off and be like, what the fuck did I walk into? You know, like what is this? Where am I at?
Oh,
Like,
it's in a fucking yeah. It's
like, can I use $1 here?
You never been to an island, huh? Like that?
Hell no.
Especially Bahamas. I think those are
Hell
way smaller than
no.
like other islands.
I have no clue. I don't even know
You're
what
in for a treat, bro.
exactly. So, yeah, we'll do that. So I think the cruise is from Monday to Friday. I come back Friday, and then we'll have us Friday to Saturday, I guess. Like there. So I'll probably go out that night, but the flight I think is hella early, like 5 a.m.
Oh
So
shit.
I don't think, to be honest, I'm probably gonna sleep that day. Probably just gonna. But then the cool thing, I think I get back to Utah like since it's a 2 hour difference. On Saturday I get here like at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So
Damn.
I'm gonna be hella tired that day for sure, but at least I'll have like Saturday,
Yeah, whole
Sunday
day,
to catch up on some sleep. But I'm excited. I'm not really too sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like me and you are not really the people that. It's not like we don't want to. Well, I guess I don't know. It's just we just like going with the flow. We just
Yeah.
like doing things and it's worked out for us. That's why we keep doing it. It's not like I guess
We've never had a bad experience from it, but
there's been maybe one or two, but it's things we actually have planned. Remember, for example, when we went to Seattle, we pulled up, and I think we were trying to do like underground exploration. I think we Googled it too.
yeah.
Like we already that was the one thing we actually did have that we wanted to do, and the Space Needle, which we did do, which is badass. But yeah, I guess that's not even a good example because we did
we
say we
ended
were
up
gonna
doing
go.
something, yeah.
Yeah, and it was still the whole COVID thing just kind of fucked everything up, to be honest. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Wasn't that one like only a Monday through Sunday, and we were there on the wrong day or some shit like that?
it was just I don't know,
But
honestly.
it was something to do with COVID too, though. But
Yeah, I think you might have referenced it. That's when that specific time and day. That's when that crackhead lady was
crazy lady.
just out there.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I mean, we made a memory from it at least.
That's true.
But
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because I think I got an email. That's what I was checking out. I don't know why I do this. Whenever I see an address, let's say it's somewhere where I was at before. This one was Seattle. The email says at the bottom, it's like this email list I'm on. It's like I think they essentially send like AI like programs, things like that. But the dude has like a little address at the bottom. I don't know if it's like his little business office or something. And I was like, it said Seattle. I was like, oh shit, dope. So I copied it, put search on Google, and that shit was literally like 2 buildings away. Like, bro, this is the corner type shit. Building. It's like a big building. His building, that's where his office was. And the little tour shit was right here on this side.
no way, really?
I was like tripping. I was like, holy shit. I was
You were
like,
there.
I'm saying, I was going through like the whole Google Maps thing. I was like, holy shit. We walked through this whole shit, bro. It was just
The little park right there,
surreal.
the benches.
Yeah. Exactly. I was
That's
like,
wild.
yo, what the fuck?
There was the other spot where we were on some benches in a park too, or that breakfast place. That's before we went to. I can't even remember that day.
Was it in Seattle?
Yeah.
Earlier?
It was early morning. Before we went to that other museum.
Oh, okay.
It was like an art museum, or was it in a museum? We didn't even go through it. I
In
think.
Seattle?
We just walked. Yeah.
Was it the day we went to?
I think it was a Space Needle day.
Yeah, and then outside it was like Museum of Glass or the Garden of Glass or something like that. Then
Wasn't
it was
it that
close
morning
to.
we went to that breakfast spot? I'm tripping. I don't even know.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're 100%
But
right.
we sat outside for a minute waiting.
Yeah, I think I have some pictures on my phone of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we ate, but it was like it was weird. We had breakfast there, and it looked like more of a bar, but we sat outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember now.
Some hash brown shit we had.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we had, to be honest, but I remember just being like, holy shit, like, I don't know, exploring cool cities with your friends is.
But yeah, I don't know. I really like the way we do it. Like we just kind of go as we go and figure it out.
Yeah, it's not like we just, oh shit, let's just pull up. We have like one or two things. Like, for example, when I went to New York, we already had that one museum in mind, and we actually ran into it. We were walking New York randomly, and we randomly seen it. Remember that museum, the little sus museum? I don't even want to say it.
Yeah,
and we were just like, fuck it, just
right
go.
on the corner. Right, oh, shit, this is it.
And both of our girlfriends have been there before too, so it's like, fuck it, let's pull up. But it was funny. A cool experience, bro. That was dope.
I'll never forget that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, if we were a mature, I don't want to say a mature audience, but an explicit podcast could go more in depth in there. But that museum is, I don't know if there's anything like that in the world, bro.
No,
like not like that. She was a little.
Yeah, we saw some shit there.
we more than saw that.
We felt some shit. That's too much right there.
Shit, bro.
But
that's a fact.
But yeah, man, these trips are fun. I'm looking forward for the next one just to see, what kind of shit we do. But no, I'm excited for you just to explore like an island shit because I've told you like the whole island.
You
thing.
told me, yeah.
It's something else. It's just like you like, the way you feel you connect with the earth here.
Yeah.
The way you connect with an island is fucking just crazy. Because then your mind just thinks like, how the fuck was this thing made? It was literally made by like just two plates coming in, colliding coming up.
Boy.
And the crazy part is just when they get built in the middle of nowhere. The Bahamas are kind of closer to like Florida. I think like 30 minutes by plane from Florida.
Okay.
But like the Hawaiian Islands and like there's so many LA islands like down south more, but
yeah, it's
just crazy. Like right in the middle, like nothing. There's just something there, and then like how did they get found or explored? But literally like Christopher Columbus shit, like just on a boat and
that shit is kind of insane, bro.
On a boat with no plan of where you're at. You just come across something.
Well,
but yeah, I was big into that whole pirate shit when I was a kid. I don't know why. Like I love shit.
Real?
Yeah, just like I don't know. I'm always like into like toys and stuff like that. That were just like pirate ships and like exploring. It just seems so fascinating. Like literally, like you're just because you see like those movies and stuff where pirates and stuff are on a like in the ocean on a ship, and then the horizon they see like an island. Like, oh, is that an island? And then like they start going to it, and holy shit, it's paradise. And they come across like crazy shit on the island, but. I was just always into shit like that. I don't know why. But,
oh, damn. Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Some pirate shit. All right. That's dope though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what like. I'm actually kind of more excited now that you said that because yeah, you have been to Hawaii and Puerto Rico. Yeah. So that's pretty dope. Puerto Rico's probably way bigger than Hawaii. Like, well, at least it's twice like the 3 islands, right?
Oh yeah. When I've gone to Hawaii, I've gone to only Oahu.
Okay.
All the times that I've gone and. Yeah, I'm literally on the other side of the island half the time, just because the other side of the island's like less populated.
Yeah.
The north side. But that's the kind of side I like more because it's like just more like you feel like you're on the island. Like the other side's just like a city. You don't even feel like feels like you're in LA in a way.
Oh, for real?
It's a big city.
Do they have like big ass skyscrapers and shit like that or no?
They're not really tall, but they're pretty big. Yeah, they're
like Salt Lake type vibe.
Yeah, okay. Pretty much. And Puerto Rico's like the same way too. And that's why like I always drive like away from that shit just to get away and kind of connect more with like just like the island. Puerto Rico was cool because we got lucky. We got some beaches that there was no one on.
That's wild.
So I feel like I was like literally just came on there Christopher Columbus shit,
You're like, what the fuck? Where am I at?
Yeah. No, it's just crazy to think because like literally somebody at some point that's what happened. They got there and they're just like, holy shit! Like what else is on here? You don't know what animals on there. What
new species that you've never seen before.
Yeah, what kind
of
food and like trees with like different like different fruits and stuff on them. Like it's just nuts. Yeah, it's
cool. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, shit, I'll keep you updated on that. But I don't know. Florida, I guess, is gonna be cool. I guess too. You know, we're gonna basically my supervisor is telling me to check out South Beach,
Hmm.
like in Florida. I guess that's where all the crazy shit happens and all that. So
South Beach.
yeah, that's when I was like, damn, if I'm gonna get a hotel room, I'm like, I don't even know if I should have done it, but I balled out a little bit just because I wanted to be really close to the beach. So it's like a block or two away from the beach, you know, right there. So I was like, but I was like, kind of like you said, if we're gonna be spending money, might as well be on experiences and not to like show off and shit, you know, like be like,
Especially after we talk
damn.
about rats.
Exactly. Oh, after the rat shit, yeah, we can't be doing that shit. That's so funny, bro. That we actually did that. Honestly, like just named it rats. So it's, so throw a little curveball. I was telling my boy because Gonzalo was calling me, like I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, bro, like been enjoying the podcast and all that stuff." He's like, "Oh, you had me dead on one of them," and then I was like, "Have you heard Seven yet?" It's like, "Nah." I said, "Ah, shit, you're on for a treat for that one, bro."
Yeah.
Because yeah, we went a little different for definitely on that one. I'm pretty sure we still get some value for sure. Because you heard it what, like yesterday or 2 days ago or something
Yeah,
like that.
like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could attest we're always trying to at least give some nuggets and a value whenever we can, different perspectives, ideas, and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you've been learning some things with that though, with the whole editing stuff. So
yeah.
it's kind of cool.
I thought I was like, I don't know, it's probably, I don't want to say ego. Yeah, probably ego, to be honest. Even though when you say it's not ego, it's most of the time it's probably ego. I was getting pretty, you know what I was saying? I was getting pretty good at editing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'll keep getting better, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because back then I think I was like, oh, I'm gonna mute my boy, or let's say me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's my mic or if I'm too loud or what. I think I maybe just talk too loud. Because let's say I want to block, you say something or both of us talk at the same time. If I remove yours, you can't really hear your voice in my mic,
Mm-hmm.
but I could always hear my fucking loud ass on your mic.
Oh, for real?
Exactly. So I
Shit.
always gotta like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm pretty sure even in previous podcasts that I've edited, I mute myself, but I could faintly hear myself. Even with the whole mastering and
Yeah.
the AI, it still kind of goes in a little bit. But I'm basically what I'm trying to say is I fixed that problem already.
Mm. Oh,
So
hell yeah.
got even better at that.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I've
you
been
know.
listening to a lot of podcasts, and
Mm,
I've always listened to a lot of podcasts, like
yeah.
different a variety. And honestly, a lot of these people don't really like put a whole lot into the whole editing thing. So it kind of mind blows me. But I mean, it just puts us like way above. Like,
Yeah, well, let me ask you this.
uh-huh.
You said you've been into podcasts and things. When you hear them or watch them or whatever, is it YouTube, Spotify? Is it more audio? Do you not care about the video, or how do you
Yeah,
consume
that
them?
was another thing too when you were saying about like you hear your voice. I'm gonna say because honestly, I never even heard it. But yeah, sometimes I hear it on my headphones, like just Spotify. That's when I can hear a lot of shit because obviously, like, you have the whole what do you call it? The
Okay. The freaking playback.
yeah, you're listening to only that and you hear
Yeah.
everything. But then when you're in the car, I listen to a lot when I'm driving, or even sometimes you're in the shop. I just put it on the speaker, so it's you don't hear none of like the small stuff. But yeah, I watch it on YouTube when I get home sometimes, like some podcasts. So it's a variety.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're watching it, to be honest, I don't think you'd really have to edit it that much because it's more, you're not only just concentrated on one of your senses, which
Hmm.
is auditory, but if it's like you're watching it, it's like visual. And if we say something, it's like, oh, damn, like, but if it's just auditory by itself, and then I'm pretty probably being harsh on myself too, because obviously I'm the one editing it.
Hmm.
I don't want other people or even like you be like, yo, bro, fucking shit's ass, like dog shit, you know?
No, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm going like, I'm probably being the most crucial on
You don't
myself.
want to leave nothing behind that somebody can say something about.
Yeah, like I want to be as harsh as I can on my own work,
That's
if that
good.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a little bit of that too. I don't know,
No, that's good. No,
but
I had that conversation today with my worker with like details and stuff like that. Because I'm like, there's honestly some stuff that I catch on details that I'm just like, no one's gonna notice this shit. Like, no
mm,
one's gonna look right there. But I don't want to leave nothing behind. That's they have something to say about it.
yeah,
Like, here, it's perfect. Like, like there's nothing you can point out that's wrong. But I feel like that's just like you're just mastering your craft. Like that's you, and I
yeah.
feel like that's the
You're
way you
taking
are.
pride in your work too,
Yeah, and that's with you with the editing. So shout out to you, man. 'Cause
No,
I
I
mean, it's
appreciate you, bro. But yeah, bro, you have to have pride in the work you do. You know what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
can't
Because
just put
it's a
out.
reflection of you.
It is.
You know?
If you're just like doing this shit, and you're like, okay, I'm done, and then like there's a bunch of fucked up shit or something, then then it's
like,
okay.
You can't just be half-assed and shit, bro. Like,
no, you can't.
Who the hell wants a half-assed podcast? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's already hard enough, like, to take time out of your day, you know, to listen to something. And then if it's all fucking shitty, and
exactly,
that just makes it even worse.
On, bro.
So.
Exactly.
At
We
least
just
make it
trying
enjoyable for the person, at least.
Exactly. I wouldn't say, I was going to say quality over quantity, but if you work hard enough, you can do both, honestly. Yeah. But this is not like we're doing fucking 7 podcasts a week. You know, it's like one a week. Yeah. It's quality. It's not like we're talking. Because honestly, if we probably recorded a podcast every day, I don't know how that would go.
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like that would be insane, honestly. A podcast every day, no break?
I don't think I got that much to talk about.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Honestly.
You start Googling shit. What are we talking about today?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even talk that much, bro. I was telling my girl this. I'm like, I'm a listen. I probably my whole life I've listened more than I've talked.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
What?
I'm the exact same way. Even when I was like my godfather's in town. Mm-hmm. Shout out him. Awesome. Always gives me hella value, so I appreciate him. But I always find myself, it's like they're talking. I know they have like more to offer because, you know, he's a business owner. I shut my ass up. I'm just listening, all that stuff. Listen, like, you know, basically paying attention.
Take it in, yeah.
Exactly, bro. But something, essentially being, because I was talking to Gonzalo earlier today, he was telling me, he's like, damn, like you guys like be like, I said, I thought I knew you, but like you be saying shit that I'm like, what the fuck? Like I didn't know that side of you. But it's just because sometimes I'm not like when it's kind of weird. If this is kind of why I didn't want to maybe make it public at first, because I'm the quiet and timid dude. He's just gonna be shutting up. He's not gonna put his 2 cents when, you know, I don't feel like it's welcome, or you know, or maybe it's like, you're starting a business. Oh, let me butt in and say what the fuck I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know, maybe if I'll bring something up a little bit, you know, or ask. My thing is maybe ask questions. That's what I like doing.
Yeah.
Instead of like putting my 2 cents in, it's like I just ask a question, and then usually it helps the person. Or if they're like, damn, that's actually, I don't know, then that's when I'm making, maybe don't tell them, but I can make a suggestion. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, have you tried? Oh, maybe this or something like that. But basically, what I was trying to go with that is he was saying, yeah, bro, like you know, I've never like necessarily seen that side of you. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure it's because of me and yours relationship. It's like we have such a unique dynamic with this whole podcast shit that we're just so comfortable talking to each other, and don't, you know, it's not like we're forcing people to listen to it. You can listen to it if you want. So there's no pressure on us, essentially.
It's just like we're just talking like if we've been talking for the last.
Exactly, chopping it up like it's just another day. My best friend and shit. Yeah. So it's just kind of cool that it's like we bring like that, like you said, you don't even talk, you probably don't have these conversations usually with too many people. Maybe there's a few people, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like we bring the good stuff out, and then that's what I'm saying. We're like essentially bringing out the cool shit, and then we're like putting it out in the universe, essentially.
Yeah, literally.
You know?
Yeah, my girl this morning texted me. She's like, because she goes into work pretty early right now.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so she must have been listening either on the way to work or some shit, our podcast. And which one was it? She was talking about, basically she was just saying like, oh, it's just crazy, like I love listening to you guys' podcast, like you guys touch so many crazy like subjects.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, I'm like, we're just kind of all over the place. And but for her, she probably doesn't think we like know stuff like that, or even think about some stuff we talk about. But it's just like you, like, because I don't talk with her about her. I don't talk.
It doesn't come up.
Yeah, I don't talk to her about it. So it's just because like you and me have a different relationship in a way, so it just comes out. And yeah,
honestly, I think you're the most comfortable person like I could like literally just tell anything to. Yeah, like I like without feeling like I'm gonna get judged and shit too. I'm like, yo, bro. So it's like it's cool as hell. Like,
yeah, it's cool to have that person because
find yourself someone you can trust and have great growth conversations where you feel like, you know, because there's some people you might have these conversations with, and they might feel like you're trying to maybe seem like you're better than them or some weird shit. They take it the wrong way. That's why sometimes I don't like even talking about shit like this to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, kind of like we're talking about it, we're throwing it out there, but we're not forcing it down people's mouths, you know?
It's really hard. Honestly, it's hard to kind of come across people like that. You can just like talk about and not feel like they're either going to be judging you about it or kind of seeing like you're competing against them in a way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Just, just be yourself.
There's so many people out there like that, bro. It's just
at
you're
this
telling
point
them
I'm starting
something,
to think,
and the whole time in their head they're just thinking like, how can I one up them in a way?
say something better than
Yeah,
them,
and
or
the reason I know that is because I get them talking, and then they already got something else that's just like,
ready to
did
go.
you even listen to what the fuck I said?
Yeah.
Like you're just talking about the same thing I was, but in a better form. It's yeah.
I'd be noticing that shit too.
But that's just how people are, man.
That's what happens when you listen, bro. But I think what happens too, this is what I became aware of too, is me and you are both more on the introvert side, whereas people that are more
Sure.
extroverted, they're kind of more like that. And I'm not saying, it's bad, but it's good to understand like the differences.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, me as an introvert, I know I'm quiet and don't talk as much, so I should probably try to be more self-aware and be like, oh, like maybe to try to talk a little bit more, and because that's how you build more communication. You build better relationships with people.
That's
but if I'm always just quiet, there's gonna be no chemistry essentially.
Yeah.
And at the same time, extroverts, if you're an extrovert, you should probably do the opposite. Instead of fucking talking all the time, you should start listening. So it's not like we're just shitting on the specific type of people, but it's understanding where you are and what your personality, I guess, type is, and then essentially kind of going off that. So extroverts, listen up more. Quiet, introvert, shy people, speak up a little bit more. Maybe it don't even, it doesn't necessarily have to be you saying things. You could always ask questions and pick people's brains and shit like that. Because that's how I like learning. That's how I learned a lot. Like you as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, go back to the story of me freaking waiting at the Ford dealership. Just decide like.
That's wild.
And I start talking to some. Just come out of my comfort zone in a way, because I've always been so used to just kind of just like minding my own business, not really talking to people, and just being myself in a way.
Yeah.
But
well, it's kind of crazy now that we're talking about like personality types. Have you ever taken a personality test? Bro, I'm gonna have to get you on that shit.
This is like a online thing you just kind of fill out, or what?
Yeah, so it's essentially, I think it is a little longer, to be honest with you. Maybe about 50 questions. They'll essentially just ask you questions, and at the end, it's gonna generate a basically, it'll tell you what your personality type is, but then it'll basically break down. It's kind of scary a little bit. It's kind of weird. It'll actually give you so much information about yourself that you're like, holy shit. So for example, I forgot what my exact thing is. I think I might be INFJ or some shit like that.
Okay.
And basically it said, yo, your personality type is more prone to take shit personal. And I was just like, holy shit. Because I like back when I took this test when I was like 19, 20, low key, bro, anything, bro, I would take it so negatively. I would feel like if you said something, even if it wasn't necessarily like bad, I would take that shit to heart, bro. And I would feel some type of way. I swear to you.
Yeah. I feel like that's like, well, that was me too. I feel like when I was younger.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. My personality might be the same way, but
that'd be insane that you're the same personality type, honestly. Okay. If it is, I'm flipping out because I made my girlfriend take that one once. And I found out she's the exact personality. And there's 16 personalities.
Oh, for real? As you?
There's 16. Yeah. And she has the same one as me. And I was just tripping. And I was like, there's no fucking way this is a thing. I was like, what are the odds of this shit? I was like, and I low-key was a little, at that time, like this was a whole year ago. I was like, shit, I wonder if this is going to work out if we're the same personality,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because there's 16 and you're telling me we're both the same one. Like, the odds of that shit to me is kind of mind-blowing. But essentially, to go back kind of to the personality thing, you take the quiz. I think it's called 16personalities.com or some shit like that. Anyone, it doesn't have to be that one. I'm pretty sure there's different personality types.
Probably a lot of them.
Yeah, but it'll generate a report at the end, and it'll tell you who you'll be more friends with and what your flaws. It basically break down your pros, your cons, and all that shit. I'll show you mine so you kind of know what the fuck.
Okay.
But that was my biggest one. So, yo, you take shit too personal, and I was kind of real with myself. That's another thing. You kind of have to be like open-minded to be like, probably some people take it like, that's bullshit. What the fuck, like,
Yeah.
But I read that shit and I was like, fuck, I do. So ever since then, I always question.
Get in your head.
I'm like, damn, I feel a little offended by that. I'm like, did this person actually mean to offend me? And even if it's like maybe yes, or if it's a for sure yes, then fuck you or whatever. But if it's like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Now automatically in my I guess position, I'm always like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because if I'm wrong, like I'm a piece of fucking shit, bro. Like this, you know.
Yeah, that was just because of you. You
Like
thought
me
that,
feeling some shit. So it's like if it's weird, I just let it go. I'm like, all right, whatever. But if it's for sure something where I feel like bad energy or some weird shit where I know I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you's a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing some shit.
Has there been the opposite for you when you're talking to someone and then you kind of think back like, fuck, maybe I kind of went off a different way about that with someone and like maybe they took that shit wrong or maybe now they're seeing it like that. Have you ever done that? Every once in a while,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
have
now
a conversation with someone and you almost like want to reach out again and be like, hey, like I didn't mean it like that because you might have took it like that. Because you're kind of thinking, you're putting yourself in their shoes in a way.
Yeah. Well,
but I don't know. Sometimes I'm like,
I feel like I've never reached out to a person and like if I for sure if offended you for sure, but like you said, I think you mentioned this in a podcast, like you feel like you're pretty good at like kind of not essentially like you have a fucking crystal ball and could, you know what everyone's thinking, but you could kind of read more like, you say something and maybe someone's not talking as much anymore. Like I notice shit like that. And I'm always like, shit, I probably said something that, that maybe didn't rub them the right way, if that makes sense. Or maybe because a lot of times too, this is where I was kind of bad too. This is something I had to learn. Some people that come and ask for, or like, let's say they want to talk to you and say like your problems. That was terrible at this shit, I ain't gonna lie. They would come, tell me the problems, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, oh, bro, you should try this, blah, blah, blah. Dun, dun. And giving them like my 2 cents, where the whole time they just wanted to be heard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And now they kind of left
I'm bad at that. Well, I'm getting better, but
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But it took me, again, self-awareness, acknowledging that we're all humans, all different. There's hella personalities. We're not all built the same. We all come from different experiences. We have different parents. Like I said, we all have different starting points. Yeah. So it's like shit. It just takes to acknowledge that we're all kind of different, and
in our own ways. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, we're gonna do that. So that way,
Yeah, if you ask my girl, she thinks I have like a fucking magic carpet too or some shit. She just feels like I'm like some wizard or some shit because I could like read her so well. She's like, how the fuck do you think? Like, how did you know I was thinking about that? Or like, how did you know that already?
In the same way, that's shit crazy.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. It might just be because like you get to learn the person so well. You kind of already like think what they're gonna be saying or,
yeah.
And I don't know. Even sometimes like when I'm doing something like here at the shop, my helper or somebody will be like, oh, should I do this? I'm like, yeah. I'm not even looking. I'm just like, because I already know what they're by around the car and what they're gonna be touching or what they're pointing out. And I already know they're going to be asking me something about that. I'm like, yeah, just do it. And they're like, wait, you're not even looking. I'm like, yeah, you're talking about the headlight, right? Yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, well, you're fucking right by it. Like, I already knew that something was wrong with it. You're going to be asking me something about it. So.
Got you.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just like something. We have a talent or something, but.
It's crazy you bring that up because I was editing, like obviously I did the fucking podcast. It takes me like 6-7 hours to do each podcast. So I like listen to them in depth. But there's been times where you're like, I already know what you're gonna say in the podcast, and I'm like having a conversation. You've said that in podcast before. You're like, I already know what you're gonna say, and I'm not. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I kind of don't say words, but I don't know if it's like the tone or I don't know, or we just know like each other well enough.
It might just be that.
That shit happens, bro. But I feel like I don't know. A lot of people might not believe in like, I don't want to say religion and shit, but like, I guess I'll ask you, do you believe that like people have souls, I guess?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah?
I feel like everybody's got something in them.
Okay, cool. Because I do too. And I have believed in something called like a soul link. Where like if you're not on like no weird shit, but like if you're cool with someone, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're down to earth. Maybe you're on like the same wavelength, I guess. I don't know how like energy and shit works. Not to get, I guess, too, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, too weird and shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of a thing. Like you kind of have someone and you kind of are vulnerable with someone, have a good conversation that you kind of like link, like, you know what I'm saying? Are kind of like on the same shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I feel like it's something like that because there is some type of connection more than just like the two humans or people right in front of each other. And you could tell right away, like some people like, and there's some people too that you like clash with in a way too. Like off the bat, like you just like their vibe is like not, and it's like I haven't even got to know the person yet. I haven't even like really talked to them, but is it the soul thing maybe? That's just like
yeah.
they're already like nah, like.
Yeah, I think what it is too is like we're on some, I don't know, I feel like mine and your like bullshit detector is pretty good, where if we feel like people are like doing or like saying in like, I guess, ingenuous things,
Yeah.
like we're just like, bro, you're full of shit, and then we're just like, you know what, we're not even interested, and at that point we can't really like connect with those people because it's like, yo, like you're full of shit. I don't even want to talk to you. What the fuck we gonna talk about? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
anything
saying?
that's gonna come out of your mouth is bullshit. So it's like,
Exactly.
what good is it to me?
So like, yeah, our bullshit detector's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, it's kind of like how it goes all back to like, well, at least for us, I mean, it goes back to like who you hang around with and like who you surround yourself with. Because I mean, if they're just full of bullshit and they're just you're feeding that into yourself, and we're kind of the person that like we notice that right away, so we just kind of like we don't.
yeah. Something that helped me too is like when I was basically went through like a psychology phase. And yeah, basically just kind of gave me more in depth on like how like humans are, and like we think we are our own person and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we didn't choose kind of our lives. Like now that we're self-awareness is the key, because then that's kind of like the starting point.
Yeah.
But if you're never aware, you're basically getting molded by your environment and shit like that. It's until you get self-aware, we're like, holy shit, I actually like doing this. I'm not doing this for other people.
Yeah.
But if you're not like that,
You're fucked.
all your thoughts and shit,
Yeah.
you're being brainwashed, bro. Everything you're on your phone looking at and shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All brainwashed. If you're hanging out with people that think just like you, like just exactly like you, not like in a, I'm not saying that we should hang out with like trash people and shit, but like maybe other people that are also like open minded,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say are from a different race, a different culture. Maybe I'm not into politics, but let's say are from a, if I was into politics, another person on like a different, you know, politic realm.
Yeah.
Like it's good to maybe we not agree on everything, but at least we could have that conversation, not be judgmental, and both be, like leave and be like, holy shit, like maybe I don't agree with that person still, but now
Yeah.
I see where they're coming from, and now
See it from their point of view.
I learned something too,
Yeah.
because that's happened to me so many times. It's like
Yeah.
you can be
100%.
stubborn, you know.
Same. And a lot of people they don't have that. Like I'm like right off the bat, like I'm talking to someone and they'll start saying some shit I don't agree with. Most people at that point, that's like when they're like, no, it's this way, or it's like, at that point I'm just like, okay, I already know I don't agree with this person. Like lock that. That's already a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from there on, it's just like, just keep taking in what they're gonna say. Maybe there might be something, and then don't put your input in it. Just leave it blank. Just be like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well that's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of person, but there's those people like they're just like no. This is how you do it. Like
Yeah. No matter how much
yeah
it's like, bro, just okay, like don't agree with me, but at least listen, see where I'm coming from, and be like, oh, acknowledge that, oh, that makes sense, like where they're coming from, and then, you know, I'm not saying you like if I'm wrong, and then let's say I'm wrong, and I take that approach, I'm gonna leave being wrong. But if I'm open minded and maybe acknowledge like, holy shit, I was maybe wrong, and now I switch, now I'm better as like a person,
yeah
you know, because at the end of the day it's kind of what we're doing, it sounds like, oh, like damn, we're giving the other person the power, but if you think about it, we're actually kind of being selfish, because we're like,
yeah
we want to learn and get better in ourselves,
yeah
but at the same time, I guess it's not selfish, because you're also, if the other person's hopefully open-minded, you know, both the way, you know, could lead with something. So that's what I think I need to get better, because I'm not really too social, just maybe,
that's something that comes with being social.
yeah, just talking to just different types of people with different backgrounds, experiences, and you know that's why I like you said, just traveling, seeing different cultures, bro. Like you probably
Just
even seen it when we went to New York. It was like, what the fuck?
it's a
That's
whole
East
different
Coast.
yeah
That's now we go to Cali. It's like a whole different culture shock.
completely different.
Yeah, it opens your mind a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy how people like I don't know. It's just because like I mean I've only been to like the middle of the United States like once when it was like to that Kansas Missouri thing.
Yes.
I'm not even sure where it was. Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know what the hell it was where we
Mm-hmm.
were at, but just like seeing it, and this is like a young age. I was like still I think I barely graduated high school, but seeing like their way of living and stuff like that, it was like a whole like the whole culture thing. It like changed me up like not like by anything like means like bad in a way, but just how the way I saw things, because like we're just so used to what we're surrounded by that we don't like really see and communicate with other people like in different areas, and it's
Yeah.
it was pretty crazy. But I'm glad I got to experience that, I guess at least at a younger age.
Exactly. So I guess to wrap up that kind of the whole little spiel there, stay open minded, You know, don't have your head up your ass. Don't think you're always right all the time. Do you think you're just the smartest person that ever lived and you can't improve?
Nah.
Like, what the fuck? That
Yeah.
sounds stupid. So just, start off. If you don't know where to start and want to become more self-aware, there's a fucking test online that I took like 6, 7 years ago. That kind of helped a little bit, helped me a little, change there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I found a actual like passion for psychology. And now I'm mixing business. Basically, how I found like my, I guess you could say, quote unquote, purpose or things I like doing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like business, but business is so much shit, bro. You could literally start a business from anything. And then I learned that I had a fondness for psychology.
Oh shit.
And yeah, like I fuck with it. And then philosophy, things like that. And basically, the two I mashed up to find what I liked is business and psychology,
Mm-hmm.
which then is marketing.
Oh shit.
So that's how I came to, like, I literally sat down one day,
Uh-huh.
said, what do I like
Let's
doing?
figure this shit out.
I did, bro, because I
Yeah.
was like, I'm sick of not knowing. I don't want to chase just money and not be fucking miserable. I want to
Do something you're gonna enjoy. Yeah.
And that's what I did. I think I did this shit like beginning of this year. So that's when I was like,
That's what's up.
and most of the things that,
Everybody needs to do that.
yeah, honestly, just do it. Find the time of day.
There's a lot of people out there that make good money, but they're miserable because they chase that money, they got it, but now it's like that's not really what they really enjoyed.
Exactly. So,
And now it's too late for some people. They can't just restart over again. So take the time and do that shit while you're young. Well, while you're in
Yeah.
a spot where you can still make the decisions, but
that's true. Shit, even if you're 50, you probably have 20, 25 years left alive, assuming you're in good health and all that. Like, what do you want to be miserable the rest of the last, quarter of your life?
yeah, life's so weird. I came across this when I bought my previous car I had, my Corvette, because I was in this huge dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of asked myself the same question you asked your homie about, like, are you buying this car to make yourself happy, or are you buying this like to impress other people?
Okay.
Another thing too, I was like, okay, I'm 25. I think I was 25 at the time. Yeah, I'm 25. The next chance I'm going to be able to buy this car, essentially saying like if I live a normal life and I have kids and I have a house, and I probably won't be able to afford that damn thing until I'm like, my kids are grown, probably out of the house, and it's just me and the wife in the house again, right? I'm like, so that's again 40, 30 years. Well, maybe not that. Maybe 30 years, let's say, right? 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, or do I buy it now? And it was just...
I get you. You don't want to be like fucking 60-year-old. You don't want to be the 60-year-old in a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I get you.
But speaking when you said like the whole, you don't want to be 50 also and just kind of like waste the rest of your life doing nothing. But essentially, we only kind of get some chances in life when we're young or when we're really old.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in the in-between from like, let's say when we have kids pretty much. Once you have a kids, your chances minimize a lot by what you can do. So figure it out while you're young, or figure it out, or try not to figure it out when you're old, but you still can. Don't live a miserable life, even if you're like 50. So
we got one life is what I'm always thinking. Like,
yeah, I took the chance obviously of buying it while I was younger and enjoying it, but
yeah,
just to get out of my system. But I'm like, all right, I got that out of my system now. Now it's like back on the grind. Keep going.
Exactly.
So.
And I'm pretty sure like even later on you'll still have all that shit. Even better shit like McLarens and shit, bro. I see it, bro. Trust.
Hey, that'll be the goal, man. Hopefully.
Yeah. So, but yeah. But I guess I don't know. That was a great, little podcast. You have any closing thoughts for the people out there, my boy?
Not much, man. Not for the people. Just for you, man. Just enjoy your trip.
I appreciate you, brother.
Be safe out there.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you come across a huge freaking, what do you think? What do you call those? Pirates to call them booties.
a fucking treasure chest,
treasure chest of gold. Yeah.
It's gonna be a chest of some other shit. Just random ass shit.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that, bro. I'll fill y'all in as well. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday too before the trip. It's cool. It's because Friday's gonna come through. I only got Thursday and Friday to essentially work at the job.
Yeah.
After that, it's like Friday and Saturday or Saturday, Sunday on my weekend or whatever. But then it's like damn, a whole fucking week. So it's like I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember the last time I had a week off.
That's awesome.
Like I don't remember. So it's gonna be a little different. Hopefully, it don't fuck with me mentally too much. But I'm gonna take my laptop if I have downtime or if I get bored. I could always edit. I don't need internet to edit.
Yeah.
So that's lit. And then I also have been practicing building some stuff on the web, and I have basically a program that's like a mock-up. So I don't even need internet to practice my edit. So I'm fucking set if I want to do shit. So
yeah.
we're lit, bro. But that was it.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Episode 11.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're still here, especially it's 11. Exactly. This would be the second one that's essentially uploaded publicly. Yep, yeah, this is amazing, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.